President Moon Jae-in went to a local hospital today where he announced the first step in a series of efforts for innovative growth. The initiative begins with the field of medical devices. There are certain products that should be easily accessible to patients, but strict regulations made it difficult for these items to enter the market. Cha Sang-mi has our top story.
The chair of the Korean Society of Type 1 Diabetes, who has a son with the disease, explained how she had to look abroad to order a device to check her little son's blood sugar without having to poke his finger to draw blood over 10 times a day. Her efforts were praised by President Moon Jae-in, who was on a visit Thursday to a university hospital for an event related to his policy of pursuing innovative growth. President Moon said this is just one of many cases where regulations keeping devices off the market for too long have caused patients and their families to despair.
물론 국민의 안전과 생명 윤리에 대한 부분이라면 더욱 조심스럽고 신중하게 접근해야 할 것입니다. 그러나 안전성이 확보되는 의료기기의 경우 보다 신속하게 시장에 진입하고 활용될 수 있도록 규제의 벽을 대폭 낮추고 시장 진입을 위한 절차에 소요되는 기간을 획기적으로 단축시킬 필요가 있습니다.
The government regulates the medical device sector for the safety of the people, but the regulation process means bringing a new device from development to the market can take up to 520 days. President Moon condemned the technical evaluation process as harder than actually inventing or developing a device. He said he welcomes efforts to save lives and vowed to break with the sector's outdated practices and regulations. He also promised to first allow high-tech medical devices to be launched quickly under a separate assessment procedure, second, to minimize the licensing process for already certified in vitro diagnostic devices by simply getting permission from the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety, which would cut the time it takes from over a year to less than 80 days. Lastly, President Moon pledged to make the difficult licensing process easier by offering an integrated service for all three related agencies. Cha Sang-mi, Arirang News.